Boom, let's get right into it. Welcome to today's explainer on the script blueprint. We're completely skipping the fluff today because we're talking about the exact raw mechanics of short form retention. No long introductions here. We are jumping straight into the actionable data on how you can physically stop the scroll and keep all those eyes glued to your content. So let me ask you this. Are your views suddenly stuck? Look, we've all been there. You spend hours writing, filming, editing. You finally post your masterpiece, you refresh the app, and absolutely nothing. A total flatline. It's incredibly frustrating when you pour your heart into something and it just sits there, completely ignored by the digital universe. And usually that painful flatline hits one very specific, agonizing ceiling: 200. The infamous 200-view jail. You know the one. It's basically a notorious purgatory where everyday creators get trapped. Your content gets pushed out to a tiny little test audience, and then it just stops dead in its tracks, no breakout at all. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Escaping 200-view jail, decoding the bottleneck. Right off the bat, here's a tough pill to swallow. It is not the algorithm. Seriously, blaming some mysterious, shadowy line of code is a massive myth that is holding you back. The hard truth we found in the source material? The bottleneck isn't the app plotting against you. It's human behavior. Specifically, you're breaking the 3-second rule and failing to capture your audience in those crucial first moments. Section 2. The 3-second rule and why the first frame matters. The blueprint highlights a pretty brutal reality about today's hyperstimulated viewers. Quote, TikTok viewers have the attention span of a goldfish. Honestly, that might even be too generous. If you don't trigger immediate, undeniable curiosity in the literal first frame of your content, they're gone, permanently gone. They've swiped away before you even get a chance to tell them what you're talking about. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we mean. Just look at the difference between a dead intro and a winning one. A dead intro is when someone spends 5 whole seconds just going, hey guys, welcome back to my page. Today we're gonna, boom, dead. Everyone scrolled. A winning intro? It hooks the viewer by triggering curiosity right from frame 1, often starting mid-action. You literally have to jolt them out of their scrolling trance. Section 3, the ultimate fix checklist. Let's overhaul your scripts. So here's the highly actionable playbook you can use to fix your scripts tonight. 3 mandatory rules. Step 1. Never, ever start with, hey guys. We literally just saw how that kills retention. Step 2, hit them with a visual disruption in the very first second. You want to break their scroll pattern instantly. It could be a super fast transition, a sudden physical movement, or even just pointing straight into the lens. Whatever it is, make it dynamic. And step 3, use an open loop. Let's quickly define that because it's an incredibly powerful industry term. An open loop means telling viewers exactly what they're going to get at the very end of your content, but intentionally holding back the answer. Like saying, here's the exact reason you're losing followers, and then pivoting to provide context first. So the crucial point is you're creating this psychological gap. You're forcing them to wait for the final payoff, and they literally can't help but stick around to close that loop. Section 4. 3 viral boosting hacks to supercharge your results. Now let's shift gears and look at the advanced playbook to push a fixed script right into viral territory. 3 quick tips. First up, the trending audio trick. You throw a trending sound onto your timeline, but you drop the volume way, way down to like 3 to 5%. It's barely a whisper under your voice, so it doesn't annoy anyone, but the platform's backend still registers it and pushes your content out to more feeds. Awesome, right? Then we have big auto captions, and finally, the famous loop trick. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that massive chunk right there. Over 70% of people actually watch short-form content initially on mute. They're on the train, in a waiting room, or, let's be real, supposed to be paying attention in a meeting. This is exactly why big, bold, built-in auto captions are absolutely non-negotiable. If you don't have dynamic text popping up, those muted viewers are totally lost and they are swiping right past you. Which brings us to our final hack, the loop trick. This is where you make the transition between the very end of your content and the absolute beginning totally seamless. You purposefully script your final sentence so it flows perfectly right back into your opening hook. The viewer doesn't even realize the content restarted, effectively tricking them into accidentally watching the whole thing twice. It's an absolutely brilliant way to skyrocket those completion rates. To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative question straight from the blueprint. What specific niche or topic are you targeting? Think about everything we just covered, ditching the hey guys, throwing in striking visual disruptions, and crafting that irresistible open loop. I challenge you to drop your niche down in the comments so we can start tailoring these exact hooks for your own audience. How are you going to disrupt your viewers' scroll tomorrow? Use this blueprint, break out of 200 view jail, and we'll see you in the next explainer.